So this video is going to jump right in, starting with the couple issues with the vehicles. So I hope you guys enjoy. So we're driving the Mini right now. Don't mind that, don't have my seatbelts on. And the low oil light came on, which is not good. I know I've been neglecting the oil change, so let's limp it home and give it a quick check. And probably an oil change. So we're back at the shop and we got a couple issues to go over. Starting with the Mini. The Mini has an oil leak and the low oil light came on. I just found out when I was at the park there's a puddle of oil. Luckily I was able to limp it home. Then the next issue is for the foxbody. I noticed a major power cut and a boost leak, and turns out that this lower intercooler hose came off, so will be a quick fix, hopefully, unless I jinked myself. Right under here, you can see this intercooler piping just came off, so that's not a big deal. Hopefully nothing's broken under there. I don't think it is. I think it should be quick and easy. So we're gonna fix the foxbody first, pull it out, and then we are going to pull the Mini in, do an oil change, and look for this oil leak. It's a pretty massive oil leak, so I think we'll find it pretty quick. And then looks like we're going to be taking the foxbody to work on Monday if I can't fix this oil leak tonight. Okay, so we have some pretty unfortunate news. The V-band clamp has broken off of there. Now this can be caused from a bunch of different things, but my main suspect is probably just a bunch of oil and boost, and it didn't like it over time. It just broke. I'm gonna look for a regular hose clamp. I'm not too sure if I have one or not. Hopefully I do. Then we'll throw that on there, give it a test drive, and it should be good. Right now it's pretty loud, sorry about that, but let's see if we can make some boost. Making boost, we're doing good. Why don't we go make a test hit? I know of a freshly paved road, so let's head on over. Alright, so we're back at the shop. The foxbody drove great. It kept holding boost. Looks like the hose clamp did its job. Luckily, it's not going to be there for too long. I think I have a V-band clamp back at my work, so we'll throw that in right when we get there. Now let's focus on the Mini and the oil leak that it's having. First, I'm going to start with draining the oil, pulling the oil filter, and then looking for a leak. I got a feeling it's going to be the oil pan leak, because I've already replaced it once a long time ago, probably like 50,000 miles ago, and I assume it's probably leaking again. So let's get into it. So quick thing, don't mind me struggling trying to lift the Mini. My low profile jack is still at my mom's house, so I had to use my off-road truck jack, as you can see in a second here, but it was a struggle, so bear with me. So we have some pretty bad news. A couple nights ago, I was hanging out with some friends. We pulled into a gas station and I hit a pretty massive bump. Thought it was all right, you know. The Mini isn't too crazy low, but it was not all right. Let me show you real quick. We got the Mini up really high in the air here on jack stands, and we were looking for an oil leak. Now, what we did find was an oil leak, that is for sure. So let's go up under here. Let me turn the flashlight on. So here, as you can see, when I hit that bump, there's a couple bit of damage. You can see there, nothing too bad. Got a lot of rubbish there, but most importantly, the oil pan is cracked. Just pretty unfortunate. And it pissed out a lot of oil. I'm happy it's not coming out of like a head or somewhere, but yeah, it is cracked pretty badly. You can also see, yeah, that is a lot of oil leaking out. So we're gonna get an oil pan and an oil pan gasket on the way here, but for now, that's pretty unfortunate. All right, so we're home from work. Got the Mini up in the air, as you guys saw. We have the oil pan and gasket, so let's get to replacing this. I'm not going to show a whole lot of the process. It's pretty simple. I've already replaced this once, so all right, so we got the oil pan out. Don't mind that it is nighttime now and my head is off. I went inside to eat and lost track of time watching YouTube. You know how it goes. So let me show you the oil pan, and the motor looks fine, honestly, underneath. It looks pretty good for a car that didn't have a oil change for over 3,000 miles, you know. So yeah, let me show you that really quick. Let's get the new one in. We'll start another time lapse. So here's the old oil pan. From the inside here, you can actually see right there, there's two cracks. So not only was there the one right there that you can barely see, there's also a massive gouge right at the bottom there. So I'm sure that's why it was leaking out so fast. Now underneath here, quick look, looks pretty good. It's definitely caked in oil all around, but overall it looks very, very stout. I'm pretty surprised with how this is held up. The pickup looks fine, no metal shavings in there. So yeah, let's get this bad boy back together and call it a day. To mention one mishap that happened. My socket snapped in half. It cracked, I should say. Right there you can see, right down the barrel as well. I was using an impact with it. I know you're not supposed to, but it did round off one of the oil pan bolts, which really sucked getting it off, but we got it off. I am gonna have to put that one back in, unfortunately. All right, so it's the next day. We got the oil pan in, we got oil in it, we got a new filter and O-ring on it, and it's pissed all the oil out. So I'll show you really quick what happened. I don't know why this happened exactly, but but it's super annoying because now on my clean floor, I have 4 liters of oil. So hopefully we can get that cleaned off one day. But let me show you what happened. All right, so here's the Mini. Now if you look right down here where the oil filter is, you can see the O-ring got pinched and snapped out of there. So it just pissed oil all over everything down below, which really sucks. That's super annoying. I did lay some pig mats down, but once again, it was all over the floor. I'm gonna have to clean it up, but let's replace that O-ring, get more oil in it, and go from there. All right, so the Mini's all set. We got that oil leak figured out. We cleaned up the shop a little bit. That's where the oil spilled. Luckily, I think I will be able to get that cleaned up, not a problem. But we got the shop all sweeped up. We're gonna close it up for today, at least for today for the Mini. We'll take the Mini on a ride another day, and I'll talk a little bit why I own a Mini Cooper. And all right, so that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. We got a bit of everything in this video, from wrenching to driving and just vlogging in general. Let me know if this is the style you guys like. If you like the time-lapse when I'm wrenching on the cars, or if you want me to go a little bit more in depth, let me know. But thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and see you next time.